Hey guys, this is Enöc. I got a request on one of my videos to do a Frost Mage rotation video, so I'm going to do that now and I hope you enjoy. First I'll go over what talents and glyphs I use. For the level 15 talent, I normally stick with Blazing Speed because it gives me a convenient way to quickly line my target and get back behind the pillar with my healer. For the level 30 talent, I use Ice Barrier for the shield and I can't be interrupted while it's active. For the level 45 talent, I switch between 3 talents depending on what comp I'm facing. Ring of Frost gives me an extra CC and a little more control when lining up bursts. Ice Sword is great for a heavy melee comp, having an opportunity to freeze nearby targets and stay at a distance. Frost Jaw can be a good choice when facing a heavy caster comp. There are times I do use this for the extra silence and freeze. For the level 60 talent, I usually go with Cold Snap to get the reset on Ice Block and the 22% heal. For the level 75 talent, Ice Nova seems to be the best choice, for 2 reasons. 1, it does a fair amount of damage. 2, it freezes the target in place while interrupting any cast. And 3, it has 2 charges. This lined up with your burst can do a ridiculous amount of damage. For the level 90 talent, there has been a little talk on which is better, Mirror Images or Incanter's Flow. I've tried both and Incanter's Flow didn't seem to have much of a difference in damage even when bursting with 4 stacks compared to Mirror Images. Most of the time I stick with Mirror Images for 2 reasons. 1, because it's an easy way to drop target. 2, they do a good amount of damage by themselves. Now for glyphs. The first glyph I use is the glyph of Deep Freeze. This takes away the global cooldown from Deep Freeze, giving it its own cooldown. It's a good way to freeze an enemy whenever needed without having to wait on a cooldown from a Frostbolt or a spell that has a global cooldown. The second glyph I use is the glyph of Polymorph. This glyph is great to get the most of your sheeps without them breaking from your dots or a teammate's dots or bleed. For the third glyph I sometimes switch between Ice Block and Spell Steal depending on what comp it is. More or less I'll stick with Ice Block because of the free Frost over to root players after coming out and being immune to all spells for 3 seconds. Mages do have a pretty nice advantage when it comes to openers. Because we have invisibility, we can almost always choose who we want to kill first. In a minute I'm going to show you a couple of matches of what my burst rotation looks like and what I do if my burst doesn't kill my target. In between my burst I'll kite, peel, and CC as much as I can, waiting for the next good time to burst. When I go on a burst, my rotation is I use my pet Frost Nova to root the target. I throw out my Frozen Orb, I use my burst trinket, pop Icy Veins, and use Mirror Images. From there I will use my first Ice Nova. If that target hasn't popped a big defensive cooldown, I will use the second one. In this particular case, the monk used Touch Karma on one of my mirrors, so I continue to burst them. Now that my first burst didn't kill the target I was going for, I try to keep up the pressure while CCing and peeling for my healer. I'm going to show a couple of clips of 2v2. You will see my burst, how I line up for burst, and what I do if I don't kill my target when I burst.
Now what's that? Now what's that?
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
That's it for this video, guys. I hope I helped a little on what to do as a Frost Mage in patch 6.0. Keep in mind that doing 3v3 is much more team dependent on timing everything right and working as a team to win. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more.